Intentional torts vs. other kinds of torts. Intentional torts differ from other kinds of torts primarily in the mental state or intent behind the defendant's actions. Intentional torts. Intent. Intentional torts occur when the defendant deliberately engages in conduct that results in harm or injury to another party. The key element is the defendant's intent to cause harm or interfere with the plaintiff's rights. Examples: common intentional torts include assault, battery, defamation, false imprisonment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Other kinds of torts: negligent and strict liability. Negligence. Negligent torts arise from a failure to exercise reasonable care, resulting in harm to another party. Unlike intentional torts, negligence does not require intent. Rather, it focuses on the defendant's failure to act with reasonable care under the circumstances. Strict liability. Strict liability torts impose liability on the defendant regardless of their intent or level of care. In these cases, the defendant may be held liable for harm caused by certain activities or products, even if they took all reasonable precautions to prevent harm. Distinguishing factor. The distinguishing factor between intentional torts and other kinds of torts lies in the defendant's mental state. Intentional torts require the defendant to have the specific intent to cause harm or interfere with the plaintiff's rights, whereas negligent torts stem from a lack of reasonable care, and strict liability torts impose liability regardless of intent. Intentional torts involve deliberate actions to cause harm, while other kinds of torts, such as negligence and strict liability, focus on different aspects of fault and liability, regardless of the defendant's intent.